what's up? This is Phil. Welcome to the course and thank you for joining me for this little lesson. I wanted to get to know you guys a little bit better. I wanted you guys rather to get to know me a little, and I feel like that's a good thing especially for these online courses where sometimes you kind of lose the interaction, you lose the face of sitting in front of a teacher learning, something that I went through and I loved, going to film school, learning how to make videos and learning how to do exactly what I'm teaching you in this course, making lower thirds, in front of a teacher. I learned in the classroom how to do this the first time. So I want to just introduce myself, tell you a little bit more about myself, my story, and in particular about how I got into lower thirds and why I created this course. So first, welcome to my lovely apartment. Enjoy the scenery, the objects from my travels. Hopefully it'll be filled out even more in the future. But anyways, how did I get into video editing? I loved making movies from a very young age. I mean, obviously I'm still pretty young. I'm 23 right now at the time of this recording, but I've been making videos for about a decade. And I started as soon as digital cameras came out. I was making little movies with 30-second clips from my little digital camera. I started editing on Windows Movie Maker and then transferred over to Adobe Premiere, which I did for a few years on my computer, on my family's PC, which ran so slow it would take hours to render out little tiny effects. I was doing nothing like what I'm doing now. Then I went to college for film. I studied under great filmmakers. I traveled abroad, studied in Germany actually under European filmmakers, and that is where one of the places where I really fell in love with editing and the lower third. We were making documentaries over there in the program, and we all had to come up with lower thirds for our documentaries to introduce our interviewees. And I just remember one of the students, he had I think it was his brother, create some titles. His titles were this effect where like a book unrolled, it was like a book page or something, it unrolled and then the titles were written down onto the lower third. And it was really, really awesome, and it was way beyond anything that any of the other students were doing right at that moment. And that was like, man, you could really be creative with lower thirds. And so I got back to school back in Los Angeles the next semester, and I enrolled in an advanced special effects course where we started working with After Effects. And that's kind of the first time I looked into After Effects, something that isn't very easy to get into. I must have opened it up on the computers at school a few times and then just shut it off because I didn't know where to start. So that course was great because I learned from a great commercial graphic artist the basics of getting around After Effects, and that kind of opened my eyes to all sorts of motion graphics, including lower thirds. And so I've been creating great lower thirds for all of my video productions over the past couple years since graduation, where I worked at Participant Media, a professional film company that has made Oscar-winning films such as An Inconvenient Truth. They produced Lincoln this year, and lots more, Fooding, lots of great documentaries. I created over 100 short videos there, mostly short documentaries, edited them all myself, and it was a great experience. And since then I've been creating videos on the side, doing stuff for my own production company, and doing all sorts of great things with video. And so I wanted to create this course because I knew that a lot of people struggled with creating lower thirds, and there's really not that many tutorials out there. I looked on YouTube, and over the past few years I've looked on YouTube and wondered, you know, where I could find lower thirds tutorials. There's some great tutorial sites like AE Toots or videocopilot.com. Both of those are great sites, but they still didn't have much about lower thirds. They would have a couple examples. And So I decided to create this course because I wanted to give you guys 10 great options for your video projects, and so that's where this course came about. And there's a range of lower thirds. Some are fun and creative, some are more business and corporate, and I think it's important to have both. And the most important thing is to learn the techniques that I use in all of the tutorials so that you can use it and customize it in your own way. So hopefully by the end of this you'll be able to create whatever lower third you want, whatever lower third that you imagine in your head, you'll be able to create in After Effects. So that's why I created this course. That's a little bit more about me. I hope you enjoyed this quick lesson. Let me know who you are in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you. So thanks for watching, and get ready to have some fun. Bye.